Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween's over.
It's over, Johnny. It's over! Nothing is over! Nothing!
Hey, dude.
What's up?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Shaka Kapow Halloween. Yeah. How about that, huh? How about that?
Halloween, you say?
Yeah. Okay, so if you're watching this video, there is a chance that Jahn and I are already dead. Oh, wait. Might be that Halloween is over.
Yeah. And we might be dead.
We might be dead.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But that's not what this is about.
No. So, I love Halloween. I love Christmas and I love Halloween. But I feel Christmas is just like such a short... It's just a weekend or a one day if you are technical about it. So I feel Halloween deserves more attention. So, okay, it might be November while you're watching this review, but it'll be a kind of extended Halloween video.
Yeah.
Okay. With that out of the way, what are we talking about today, Jan?
To nobody's surprise, we're talking about a board game.
Oh my God.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
We're talking about the Dark Quarter,
Mm.
where we're solving a mystery in New Orleans.
Very nice.
Yeah. And we're all playing as these unique characters, trying to solve what initially starts as a murder.
Mm. That's
and
true.
then it sort of expands from there.
Dark Quarter.
The Dark Quarter.
New Orleans, 1981. It was the hottest summer on record. Humidity coated the city like a mass of rancid honey. If ever the city owned up to its ancient nickname, the Wet Grave, it was in the summer of 81. The murder was brutal and archaic. The victim, Frank Bousseau, was powerful and important. A call was placed for outside help. The NOPD wasn't above begging. The Beaumont agency was asked to consult, and that's how we got wrapped up in this mess.
And who are the publishers and developers? We should maybe just mention that very quickly.
Yeah. So the publishers for this company for this game are Lucky Duck Games.
Yeah.
Who published Chronicles of Crime.
Which you've played a lot.
I played a lot, yeah, and it has a lot of similarities with this game. In fact, you could say that this is sort of like a more advanced version of Chronicles of Crime.
Cool.
It has a lot of similarities mechanically. And also Van Ryder.
Van Ryder games.
Yeah.
We've played Final Girl.
We have.
Van Ryder games.
Yes.
I love the Final Girl games.
Yeah. Pretty fun.
You do have tiny bits that could remind you a little bit of Final Girl as well, with like stats and stuff going up and down. But
dice rolling.
Dice rolling.
Not a lot of dice rolling in Chronicles of Crime.
No, and like Chronicles of Crime, and you have the like detective noir part there, and Final Girl more horror games. So this, I guess, blends the crime noir with the horror pretty good.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Yeah.
All right, so maybe we should also mention the designers of the game.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Yes, there are two designers of the game.
Two?
Yes. Why don't you mention one of them?
Okay. I apologize in advance if I'm getting it wrong. Rafał Wojda-Wołkowycki, I think.
And Evan Derrick.
Why did you do the easy one? Okay.
That's just the way this works.
Yes. Okay. So, before we continue into gameplay, mechanics, and everything, just did you like the game?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Me too. I loved this game.
Yeah.
It's very up my alley.
Mm.
Okay, so let's try to explain a little bit about the gameplay.
Yeah. So, like we already hinted at, it does have some sort of Van Ryder elements and some Lucky Duck elements. But it's kind of, while it has elements from both, I don't think you have to like any of the other games. Like, you don't have to like Final Girl, or you don't have to like Chronicles of Crime to like this game. It is a bit heavier than both of those,
Okay.
I would say.
I've also heard this is very similar to a game called Destinies, but I haven't tried that, so
Right.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, me neither, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
But it has similarities in the sort of gameplay loop with how Chronicles of Crime works. So on your turn, you actually do play as an individual character in this one, though. And the character's story sort of weaves into the story of the case you're working on.
Yeah.
And the game is also based around playing through campaigns, series of linked scenarios, rather than playing individual cases.
And we do that with the app, of course.
Yes, it's played with an app, which does a great job at sort of explaining what's going on.
Absolutely. I'm kind of divided on what I think about these apps that they kind of implement into board games, but because my fear is that one day it's just not going to work and you don't have that app. But in the meantime, I really love how the app kind of helps you out with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And this feels very much like the Lucky Duck sort of influence, with their sort of experience with the app through Chronicles of Crime, and how that really worked, in my opinion, really worked well. And them sort of like doing a similar thing here. But it's a little bit less reliant on the app.
Yeah.
2 years earlier, a brutal murder with striking similarities to Boaiso's killings had occurred at the home of an NOPD homicide detective, Mariah Robichaux. Robichaux.
Yeah, as you said, I like the part with these characters, and like they have all like some personal stuff going on as well, in addition to the case they're trying to solve. So and that was very interesting, because like you have to make choices here and there, and those choices will permanently affect your character and their story as well.
That's true, yeah. And you also have like you have the character's personal story. You also have, of course, individual skills that can only be used by that character.
Yeah.
And the characters have different stat lines from each other.
Yeah.
Which will fluctuate. They'll go up and down as you play, which is pretty cool.
This part here.
Yeah, and you can sort of use experience points to advance your character, either manipulate sort of like your stats or to buy new sort of skills.
New abilities and stuff. Yeah.
Which is it feels like you're sort of personalizing the character a lot.
Absolutely.
They're affected by how you play them.
And I love that.
Yeah, me too.
It makes it way more advanced than many other board games where you're just some person and their story, or there's nothing, no development or nothing going on with the character. Here, you actually want to know their story and how things progress through the game.
Yeah.
So we use all these dice, as you say, and we have the stats that go up and down, and then we use some personal dice, and they have to do tests for different things, and all the characters are better at something. So they're very different. The different characters have a very different feel to them.
They do.
So you played as the vampire lady.
Yeah, she was pretty good at fighting.
She was very good at fighting.
Yeah.
While my guy is a drunken bum.
Yeah.
Who sees dead people.
Yeah,
and like
he does.
I love that. And he needs to drink to see the dead people.
Yeah, he's like the kid from The Sixth Sense.
Exactly.
But
maybe it is
adult.
him grown up. Also, the game is set in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too. Yeah.
Everything's better with the 80s, in my opinion.
Right.
So my guy was more like, he was good at diplomatic stuff and talking to people and all sorts of things. I don't know why, because like you wouldn't think a drunken hobo detective would be that good at conversations, but oh well.
Yeah, and this sort of ability to see ghosts, talk to ghosts, is sort of unique to that character.
And that was pretty cool, because there were some places where if you would go there, we wouldn't get the same kind of information. But if my guy investigated, then I would have a different choice to like talk to some dead people. And another cool thing with that whole app, and I think you kind of mentioned it earlier, is that the turn is your turn personally based on the character.
Yeah.
So the app will kind of use that in the way that everything going on of the investigation or wherever you choose to kind of check out will be based on your character being there.
From your perspective.
From your perspective, and they mention your name and the choices you get and everything is kind of based on who is investigating what.
Yeah, and the intention of the game seems to be that because this is up to 4 players, so if you're sitting 4 players around the board, the intention seems to be that you're sort of passing your device around, and you're just reading aloud what it says. Exactly. Making decisions and then pass it along to the next player.
Wife of the decorated officer John Wowda-Wołkowycki was found strapped to a wooden cartwheel, her limbs shattered. The case was never solved.
Oh my god! This is very unique and original for me, because I haven't played the Chronicles of Crime game, so this was maybe my first introduction to these kind of games.
Yeah.
And okay, so that's a little bit about the gameplay. We talked a little bit about the game in it's a crime investigation kind of game.
Yeah.
What do you think of the setting, the theme, and all that going on?
Really cool. Feels pretty thematic. I mean, New Orleans in the 1980s. You're walking around. You're running into. I don't want to spoil too much of the story here.
There is a supernatural element to this.
Yes, there is. I mean, one of the characters is a vampire,
and this is
there's a big werewolf in the box.
Yeah, so go figure.
Yeah, but I felt like it was pretty cool. The theme and everything is very. We talked about it being a little bit like feels like Vampire the Masquerade.
Absolutely. I think if you're a fan of Vampire the Masquerade, then this is definitely something that you might be interested in.
Yeah, because this could be set in the vampire universe.
Basically. Yeah, very cool. And I love the combination of like crime noir and horror.
Yeah.
That's something that is always fun in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. So what else should we say about this game?
I think we covered most of it, because the problem is we don't want to spoil.
No, that's the thing. We could have gone on and talked more about the details of the scenarios and the story, but we don't want to do that.
Yeah. Suffice to say, you sort of start digging, and then more stuff comes up.
And the really cool thing about that is that I didn't feel it was like linear. Like things went this way or that way, kind of based on how you roll and how you manage to. Or not. Sometimes you roll, sometimes you choose.
Yeah,
you choose different. You get choices when it comes to some conversations and stuff. So it's also a little bit up to you. Like you talk to someone and you can be a nice guy and try to win them over by being polite, or you can intimidate them or fight them. So it leaves it up to you to kind of use your own play style as well.
Yes.
And yeah, we don't want to go into spoilers when it comes to the story details and stuff, but it's a very cool campaign, and I would say this is cool no matter how many players you are.
Yeah, and I also feel like it's one of those games where there's really no wrong choices. It's just that you get a different
outcome.
Yeah, you get different outcomes, but you arrive at hopefully at the destination.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, things can go wrong and you can lose stats and stuff, so you should try to be a little bit rational on how you play the game. And But you can also, just another thing, you can also solo game this.
You can, and
pretty
they do recommend using 2 characters.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So I don't think there's way too much to mention. But what would you give this in a score from 1 to 10?
Ooh, that's very difficult. I think so far, having played one scenario and gotten sort of like an impression of what the game is about and everything, I would give it somewhere between a 7 and an 8 out of 10. I would definitely be up for playing this again.
Yeah.
And so far it has not, I mean, I don't know if it will feel repetitive at some point, but it doesn't seem like it's that kind of game. But we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready to play this again.
I really enjoyed this. And again, both the gameplay, the way you can like develop your character and the characters integrated into the whole story, and the thematical aspect of it being the like New Orleans in the 80s, and the horror and the crime noir, all of that was just I love all of it. So I felt like this was very tailored to my taste.
Yeah.
I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. Have you played Dark Quarter? What did you think? And do you feel like Halloween should be longer? Is it okay to celebrate Halloween in November? Let us know in the comments. Yeah.
Solve the mystery.
Yeah. So, thanks for stopping by, guys, and I guess we'll see you in the next video sometime around Christmas.
Yeah. Must be. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheerio.
Chickapow.
Check it out.
Freddy! Alt klart? Freddy! Freddy!
Prøv å slappe av her.
Freddy har sovna.
Freddy har sovna igjen.
Igjen.
Jeg vet ikke hvorfor vi betaler han.
Freddy!
Jeg tror ikke den kommer.